And welcome into Wisconsin Huddle, presented by Network Health. I'm Zach Hanley alongside John Blackwell. John, I'm guessing that locker room after Saturday's win was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think you guys seen it on the Instagram account. We dunked on Coach Gard. But, yeah, it always feels good to get a win. And then moving forward, just feels good. Plane ride home, bus ride. So, yeah.
Well, more on that celebration in a bit. But first, it was a game Wisconsin needed, and they went out and took it from Butler from the opening tip of the Indy Classic. The Badgers dominated in the paint with Steven Crowell and Nolan Winter. The duo combined for 38 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block to lead UW to a much-needed win. Badgers snapped their 3-game losing streak and get back on track.
When you play really good teams, you're going to have adversity and things not always go your way. And how you respond to that and how you use those experiences to grow, I think, tells us a lot about the character of the young men in our locker room, and I couldn't be happier for them.
First off, what can you say about Nolan Winter's game, right? Career high 20 points. How have you seen him grow from last year as a freshman to this year as a sophomore?
I've seen it all this summer. The coaches emphasize him playing the floor and him being more of a four-man who runs the floor and pick and pop. So I knew what was to come, and then he just showed it.
And how about Steven Crowell, right? It's been a tough couple of weeks for him. 0 rebounds against Illinois. After that game, Greg Gard kind of called him out a little bit. For him to respond like he did, what does that say about him as a person?
Well, he's just an amazing teammate, and he's obviously unselfish. If you watch him on the court, he's always trying to look for me, JT, Cam. So that's a good thing about him. He's a great passer, but yeah, he did struggle, but that comes with everybody. You gotta have games like that, and we're happy he picked it up.
My name is Darian Dupree, and this is the Iron Jock Player of the Week.
Well, speaking of Big Steve, he needed a bounce-back performance, and he put one on in Indy.
Bounces into Gilmore, backing on Bizjack, back out to Stevie, open 3, left side, book it.
His 18 points against the Bulldogs were a season high. Add in his 6 boards and an assist in just 17 minutes. That productive performance earned Crowell our Iron Jock Player of the Week honors, powered by Silver Ion Technology. It's what's inside. All right, John, now it's time for our Pep's Draft House category draft. For pizza with big toppings and even bigger taste, you need to take it to the house. So this is how it works. We each get 4 picks for the category. Today's category is gas station snacks. Can you have snacks in season? How does that work?
Yeah,
you got to cut back?
We got to try to hide them from our nutritionist and strength coach. But, yeah, we got, the snacks, we have a snack room. It's mostly healthy snacks, so it is what it is. You start to get used to them, so, yeah.
All right, so you get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. So
the floor is yours.
With my number 1 pick, I'm going to go with Gushers.
Gushers, okay. Combos. You like combos? No.
I used to as a kid.
Okay, so not anymore.
Not anymore.
All right, what's your second pick?
My number 2, I think I'm going to go Goldfish, but we're going to go the extra cheddar Goldfish.
Okay, yeah, that's a good pick. Okay, all right, for my number 2, Cool Ranch Doritos.
That was a good one.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm going to go Rice Krispies. The regular Rice Krispies.
The bar? Or
yeah, the bar,
okay,
just the bar.
Yeah, I thought, all right, I was thinking like cereal.
No.
All right, good. I'll go with trail mix. It doesn't matter what kind of trail mix. That fuels me.
Okay. Can we go drinks?
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to go water. Everybody goes to the gas station and grab a water. So, yeah.
Okay, that's your last pick? Water?
That's my last pick.
All right, my last pick. I'll go drinks because you went drinks, but I'm going to go how about like a green tea? You don't like green tea?
I can't agree with that one.
No?
No.
All right. Well, hey, you can play too. Just head on over to Wisconsin Huddle's Instagram page and let us know your top 4 gas station snacks. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Wisconsin Huddle, presented by Network Health. Now, we've seen how Wisconsin celebrated after taking home the Greenbrier Tip-Off Championship, dunking water on Greg Gard. But in the Indy Classic, they took the locker room celebration up a notch. After his post-game press conference, Gard walks into the locker room and gets put on a poster. Now, the guy sitting next to me, well, he was holding the hoop, and the coach's son, Isaac Gard, dunked on Dad to celebrate Wisconsin's first win in December.
I liked it because, it got the job done. It was short notice, and Coach G walked in kind of fast, so IG got up quick and went off 2 and dunked it with 1. Maybe could have lobbed it for him, but that's for the next time.
And we felt like that was right. We felt like anyone else wouldn't have been as good. So to see Isaac do that to his dad, it was good to see. It was good to see. So yeah, it kind of did have to be him.
So take me through the thought process of putting Coach on a poster.
Well, first of all, when we first got to the Indy Classic, we walked in the locker room. We seen a hoop and a basketball, so we were just messing around, just dunking on each other. And then I came with the idea. I was like, when we win this game, we're going to dunk on Coach. My first idea was dunk on Sharif Chambliss because, he's always talking, so we just dunk on him. But obviously, we want to get the head coach. So when we won, we came into the locker room, and then we honestly forgot about it, because it was like sitting over the corner. Then I saw it, and then I was like, we got to dunk on Coach. And they were like contemplating who should dunk on him. They kept saying me, but I was like, I'm not dunking on him. And then I was like, IG, we call him IG. I was like, you got to dunk on him. And then we waited. We always get a knock on the door when Coach is about to walk in, so we get a signal. And I was telling IG to like windmill on him or throw it off the rim and then dunk on him. But we just like keep it simple so it doesn't mess up, so we get it one take because we get one shot at this. So yeah, and then Coach came in, and then I was like, let's go. And then I put the rim up, and I was like, watch your head, Coach. He did like this, and then he got dunked on. So it was a fun moment for us.
Did Isaac have to be the one dunking so you guys won't get in trouble?
It had to be Isaac, so we wouldn't get in trouble. Yeah, you're right. So anybody but him. But I remember after he got dunked on, he was like, Christmas is coming up, Isaac, so watch yourself. So.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that dunk? Because you kind of wanted him to
I rated like an 8. It was an 8. Okay. If he would have put it between the legs or windmill, it would have been.
But it was definitely on his set.
Yeah, it was definitely a head tap. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, time to take a quick break. More Wisconsin Huddle after this.
It's not a Christmas gift. It was a Christmas gift. It was a promised Christmas gift. We went to the Bahamas so for spring break, and I received that, I guess, for Christmas. So I'd say going to the Bahamas.
Favorite Christmas gift I ever received was a field goal post in 2nd grade that I could kick on. And for some reason, I wanted to kick field goals in my backyard, so that was a big Christmas gift for me.
Probably my dog. We got a dog. I don't know what year it was. My dog Marley we got for Christmas, so that was fun.
I think my favorite Christmas gift I received was each of my siblings and cousins, we all received a little piece of a puzzle, and it ended up being Mickey Mouse, and it was a trip to Disney World that we got to go on that day, so that was pretty fun.
I would say maybe my Derrick Rose jersey. I've been a huge D Rose fan since I was 10 years old. So I would say I was happy to get that Rose jersey.
I know this is my favorite gift. It's a blanket it's just pictures of me and my great aunt who passed a couple years back, and it sits at the foot of my bed every day. So, and every morning before I leave and every night before I go to bed, it's a little picture on there, and I give her a little forehead kiss. So that was definitely my favorite gift.
It's a different kind of week for Wisconsin with an entire week off before their next game, and let's take a closer look at their matchup with Detroit Mercy in this week's Network Health game plan for UW. Sunday's game will be the first meeting between the two programs. The Titans play in the Horizon League with the likes of UW Milwaukee and UW Green Bay.
We got to make a statement on Sunday for sure heading into Big Ten play because we know how deep the Big Ten is, how talented it is from top to bottom. So just getting in there on the right foot.
As we head into conference play season, it's going to be about little details and getting better. And every game is an opportunity to get better and to win.
And John, I got to be honest, I've never heard of Detroit Mercy before this year, but this is one of those games where it's more about what you guys do than what they do, right?
Yeah, of course, but I've been to Detroit Mercy more than I can count on.
Okay.
It's right down the street from me, like 25 minutes. So I know a bunch of guys on the team. I know the head coach. I know the assistant coach. So I told Coach, let me do the scouting report, but obviously I can't do that.
Well, what's that like knowing that, you're playing guys that you know, and, that's got to be kind of cool, too.
I mean, yeah.
Are you trash talking during the week, though?
Oh, for sure. As soon as they touch down in Madison, I'm trash talking them. So when I seen it on the schedule, I threw it on my story. I tagged some of them, so it should be a fun game. I know I got some of my fam coming down, so and then we go back. I go back home that same day, so we get the win and I get the trash talk back home. So yeah.
Well, maybe during the time off you can hit the batting cages to get ready for this year's Wisconsin versus Marquette softball game. So you played in it last summer, and you plan on playing it again this year. What's it going to take to beat the Golden Eagles?
First of all, we got to recruit some better players. I think on our end, we got to get some better players. We got to get Nolan. We got to get Nolan out there because, I mean, they were good. I don't know who's hitting the home runs for them, but, I mean, they came to play and we did it. So.
Well, tickets are now on sale for the Celebrity Softball Slam between Wisconsin and Marquette on June 28th. Just head to DocHounds.com. More Wisconsin Huddle after this. And welcome to this week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. I'm Zach Hanley. He's Quinn Finley, and we're going to play air hockey. Quinn, when's the last time you played this?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
All right, so you're saying I have a chance. You ready?
Yep.
So why Wisconsin?
I think just being a Wisconsin home kid, always growing up looking up the guys like Pavelski and Caulfield. They always I don't know, kind of make it kind of cool to be a Wisconsin kid to come here, and yeah, that's kind of why I want to win a national championship here.
I got bad ice over there. Oh, Quinn.
2-1.
2-1. How you feeling?
It's pressured.
But you're not used to playing defense, right? Is that it?
No, I'm a forward.
All right, favorite part about Madison?
I just think the students, we have a lot good crease creatures, that's what they're called, and they always show up to our games, and I'm getting smoked. Yeah, they always show up to our games and are super supportive, and yeah, it's nice to nice to see them come out.
All right, if you're down 3-1, what's Mike Hastings saying in between periods or in between shifts? What's the message?
I think just stick to our game. We'll somebody make a play, and I think he's got confidence in us if we're down 3-1 still.
I feel like you were just taking it easy. I feel like, that was almost an own goal. Quinn. Uh-oh, I'm rattled.
Might have to call a timeout.
Also, I was gonna say, there we go. I got 4, you got 5. I feel like this thing's overheating. It smells a little, it smells like it's burning something.
Burning plastic.
Man, all right. Timeout. 6-4. Favorite memory as a Badger so far?
Ooh. I think last year going to the NCAA tournament, I think that was pretty cool. I think also the weekend we swept Michigan was pretty cool. All the students and Cole Center was pretty much sold out, and that was pretty cool to see all the students that came out for that. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Probably those 2 moments, I'd say.
Wow. Goalie.
All right.
Not great.
Next goal here.
It's probably going to be an own goal. Hey, get in there.
Uh-oh.
Do I have 8 or I have 7?
Yeah, you got 8 now. Okay.
This is it.
Next goal
This is
wins.
it. I will tell you, Quinn, I don't win at a lot of these, so you can't. I don't think it's be good for you if you lost.
You're a good player. This is a close matchup.
Well, like you, I've been playing since I was 2, but not on skates. Just, that could have been it. Oh! All right, no Selly?
No, no. Handshake.
Dang. right.
Good game.
Well, for more fun and games, be sure to tune into next week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. And welcome back to Wisconsin Huddle, presented by Network Health. Now, you might have noticed the Badgers wearing some different uniforms in their Big Ten opener against Michigan a couple weeks ago. Well, those were their by the players' alternate unis. Max Klesman and Kamari McGee helped design the effort, featuring the Madison skyline above the players' last names, a pair of Bucky Badgers on the shorts, and a red emblem of the state on the waistbands.
Being a part of the design process was probably the most fun part, even more fun than seeing it. I mean, it was just because we knew that it was going to turn out special. So just being a part of it, that was my first time actually designing something big, like a jersey that'll be seen as worldwide or nationwide as it was. But yeah, and then seeing it just was like a dream come true. I've always been into fashion, so seeing that jersey and being able to wear it, go out there and play in it was just a dream come true.
So McGee is into fashion, so we knew that they were going to be good. Mm-hmm. But what was your reaction when you saw them?
Well, I want to tell you one thing. They told me I was going to get to see them, one of the first ones, because, they do little Instagram videos to, show them and, our natural reaction of them. But I was actually asleep. I took a nap, and I didn't wake up in time to get up and see them. But they sent pictures in the group chat, and, they were fire. And then my first reaction was, it reminded me of, the Bulls.
Yeah.
Even with the warm-ups that we came out with, I love those warm-ups. It reminded me of, the Bulls alternate jerseys or the throwback of the Bulls. So, Kamari did his thing. He's going to do his thing regardless. And then I love him.
What's your favorite part? I enjoy the Bucky on the shorts.
I like the Bucky on the I like the skyline, though. Yeah. The skyline, I think, is the best part of the jerseys, or what's right on the side of the jerseys. I think those are one of the best parts.
So, do you have any ideas in case you're going to be asked to design maybe next year or in 2 years?
Well, I did design the jerseys for next year.
Breaking news.
Me and Nolan Winter did. You got to stay tuned for that. I can't give you any details.
No secrets.
But they should be good uniforms.
Good. All right. Yeah. We're going to hold you to them. If we don't like them, we're going to show this.
Yeah, we're not wearing them. If they come out bad, we're not going to.
Okay. Well, before we go, we want to let you know that Wisconsin Huddle has a new home starting on Monday, January 6th. Be sure to come out to Pooley's Sports Bar and Event Center to catch a live taping starting at 7 o'clock. Well, for John Blackwell, I'm Zach Hanley. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.